Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. Victoria Mboko upsets Coco Gauff, reaches Montreal quarters. Montreal. Canadian teenager Victoria Mboko upset top-seeded Coco Gauff, 6-1, 6-4 on Saturday night, to reach the National Bank Open quarterfinals. Your support was incredible. Mboko, 18, told the crowd in French after a chorus of "Olé, olé, olé" chants echoed around the venue. I'm really happy to win today. It's incredible. I'm so happy to beat such a great champion. Gauff, 21, dropped to 2-3 since winning the French Open. She followed the major victory with opening losses in Berlin and Wimbledon, then overcame double fault problems to win 2 3-set matches in Montreal. Gauff had 5 double faults Saturday after having 23 in her opener against Danielle Collins and 14 against Veronika Kudermetova. She also had 24 unforced errors. She's playing high-level tennis. Gauff said, "I think that's what showed today. I think she was the better player." Mboko, ranked 85th in the world, finished off Gauff in 1 hour, 2 minutes. When I was up 5-4, the crowd started cheering even louder, and everything got super noisy. Mboko said, "I used that as more fuel for myself and to pump myself up a little bit more. I just used the crowd to my advantage as much as I could." Mboko will face Jessica Buzas Monero of Spain, a 7-5, 6-1, 6-2 winner over Linju of China in a rain-interrupted match that ended just before midnight. In Rome in May, Gauff rallied to beat Mboko 3-6, 6-2, 6-1. "I was actually really thinking about it a lot during the match," Mboko said. "I had flashbacks to when I played her in Rome a little bit. I just remember when she came out playing even better and stepped it up a bit better. Wanted to step my game up a little bit more and make sure I matched whatever she was producing, and I wanted to stay right there with her." Earlier, 24th seeded Marta Kostyuk of Ukraine and 9th seeded Elena Rybakina of Kaz. Rising star in Montreal, Victoria Mboko's unforgettable night. The night sky over Montreal glowed bright, but it was the glow from Canadian teenager Victoria Mboko that truly lit up the IGA Stadium. Under a sea of enthusiastic fans chanting "Olé, olé," she delivered a performance for the ages, toppling world number 2 and French Open champion Coco Gauff in straight sets, 6-1, 6-4, propelling herself into the quarterfinals of the National Bank Open. Diario as +15, Fox Sports, +15, ESPN, +15. First set magic, taking control. From the outset, Mboko was relentless. She seized the momentum with an early break, Gauff double faulting on just the 3rd point, and soared to a jaw-dropping 7-point run to close out the first set in under 30 minutes. City News Montreal, +1. Times Colonist, +1. Powerful ground strokes, pinpoint serves, and mental composure set the stage. The crowd's energy surged, and Mboko fed off it, commanding the court with poise well beyond her 18 years. Times Colonist, BSS. Second set drama, holding the edge. Though Gauff showed flickers of recovery in set 2, earning breakpoint chances at 3-3, Mboko refused to crack, saving every pressure point with composed defense and powerful returns. As the set progressed, Gauff's serve woes deepened. Double faults at 5-4 handed Mboko match-point opportunities, and the Canadian seized them with impressive calm. The Washington Post, +14. City News Montreal, +14. Deadspin.com, +14. By match's end, Gauff had committed 24 unforced errors and 6 double faults, reflecting a mental struggle that contrasted sharply with Mboko's disciplined execution. City News Montreal, +2. Mixvale.com.br, +2. People.com, +2. A spark of history. What makes this moment special? Wild card to WDA 1000 star. Entering the tournament unseeded and ranked number 85, Mboko was a wild card. By the time she dispatched Gauff, she became only the 2nd wild card ever to defeat a top seed at the Canadian Open in the Open era, joining Stephanie Dubois' 2006 run. Women's Tennis Association. Young, bold, and Canadian. She also became the youngest Canadian to reach the quarterfinals at this event since 1987, following in the footsteps of Helen Kellacy, and the first Canadian teenager to beat Gauff. In fact, she's only the fifth teenager since 2009 to beat a top seed in a WTA 1000 event, alongside names like Gauff, Swiatek, Bencic, and Andreeva. Times Colonist. +4. Women's Tennis Association. +4. Deadspin.com. +4. A meteoric rise. Mboko's journey this year has been nothing short of spectacular. From starting the year outside the top 300, she powered through 5 ITF titles, over 50 match wins, including 22 in a row, without dropping a set, and carved her way into the top 100. This win in Montreal shot her ranking into the low 50s, perhaps even top 50 territory if she continues to advance. Wikipedia. +1. Times Colonist. +1. Behind the curtain, Gauff's woes, Mboko's winning formula. Gauff struggles to find rhythm. Gauff's serve, a usually reliable weapon, betrayed her throughout the match. She entered Montreal with serve issues, 23 double faults versus Danielle Collins, 14 versus Kudermetova, then added 6 more against Mboko, totaling 43 in the tournament so far. Her first serve percentage dropped under 61%, far below her norm, causing unforced errors to pile up in the face of Mboko's pressure. ABC News. +8. Mixvale.com.br. +8. Fox Sports. +8. The Canadians calm. Meanwhile, Mboko saved all 5 breakpoint opportunities Gauff earned and converted 4 of 5 against her. Her second serve return game was remarkable. She dominated 55.6% of second serve points, exposing Gauff's vulnerability. Deadspin.com. Mboko's mental fortitude was evident. Instead of shrinking under pressure, she pumped herself up with each cheer, including embracing the uproar as fuel when leading 5-4 in set 2. Times Colonist. City News Montreal. Words from the court and crowd. As the final point bounced off Gauff's racket, the stadium erupted, and Mboko took a moment to take it in. In French, she addressed the French-speaking home crowd. "Your support was incredible. I'm really happy. It's incredible. I'm so happy to beat such a great champion." Deadspin.com. +6. ABC News. +6. Fox Sports. +6. In a touching moment afterward, Gauff wrapped her arms around Mboko in a warm hug at the net, an unspoken recognition of passing the torch and respect earned. Sportskeeda. Deadspin.com. What lies ahead? Quarterfinals and beyond. Mboko's journey doesn't end here. She advances to face the winner of Lin Zhu versus Jessica Buzes Monero in Monday's quarterfinal, a match that promises another test of her burgeoning talent. Meanwhile, on the other side of the draw, Elena Rybakina and Marta Kostyuk set up a heavyweight clash. Diario as +13. ESPN. +13. Reuters.com. +13. Her victory also underscores a larger shift in Canadian tennis, from the days of Eugenie Bouchard and Bianca Andreescu to Mboko's arrival as the newest torchbearer. As Andreescu soared as a teenager, Mboko now steps into the spotlight, perhaps starting a fresh era of Canadian prominence in women's tennis. Mixvale.com.br. Wikipedia. Times Colonist. A creative reflection of Phoenix Rises. Imagine the stadium as a grand coliseum, a gladiator's battleground. Under gleaming lights stands the young Mboko, the underdog rising from the ranks of obscurity. Gauff, the celebrated champion, looms large, armored in confidence. But tennis, like life, often turns on a moment, not a mighty swing, but a frail thread of tension. Mboko's opening serve sends tremors, an early break, and then another. The crowd erupts, a force of nature fueling her resolve. Each chant fuels her spirit. Each rally feels electric. Gauff's errors mount. Her rhythm fractures under pressure. Meanwhile, Mboko, steady, bold, composed, seizes control, weaving her power and poise into a tapestry of dominance until one final graceful shot lands. For Montreal and Canadian tennis, the moment is seismic, a realization that the future doesn't just approach. It arrives in vivid, game-breaking bursts. In closing, Victoria Mboko's win over Coco Gauff in Montreal is more than an upset, it's a statement. A declaration of arrival, a herald of change, and a showcase of poise under pressure. From wildcard to WTA 1000 quarterfinalist in just her 7th main draw appearance, she's quickly becoming a force that opponents must reckon with. As she prepares for her next match and the rest of the hardcourt season, one thing is clear. Mboko isn't just winning matches, she's crafting a legacy.